Hey y'all. I just wanted you guys to get a peek at small town 4th of July. Anyway, it's family-esque, you know, very celebratory. And we all know that it's difficult to find a small town in any kind of common sense of America that is not patriotic. And I love that about our country. Having been to a few other ones, they seem to respect that about us. That we value our independence more than what some may think. So anyhow, what I was going to talk about is relevant to independence. One of the things that I've been fortunate about is, Dad told me early on that the things that I get out of life, now, I'm going to have to discover them myself. Try not to do anything that'll get you thrown in prison or shame your mom. Well, I've got no comment on either one of those, but I can say this, that I learned to do right by doing wrong. And I think there's a lot of us that put an emphasis on how right we should want others to be, and ourselves actually. We're pretty good sticklers at not giving ourselves very much grace. And grace is what saved me through faith. And so I was fortunate that I went to the limits and sometimes stepped over the limits of just about everything. Being a fullest, Fullest. Being a fullest, I got to experience so much of what I didn't want in life. Now, I definitely took responsibility for my actions. I truly did. And sometimes I took responsibility for the actions of what other people thought I did. If I didn't take responsibility, I sure took the blame. And that was okay. I wouldn't trade it. I'll take the blame. But what I ended up with was a life of freedom. A life of independence. True independence. A life of peace. Definitely a life of prosperity. If you find yourself bound to things in life that are not good for you, or they're holding you back, that they're keeping you a slave, a prisoner, and yet you remain tied to those things, you better ask yourself if it's worth it. If it will buy you another minute in this life of freedom. Will it give you another day of joy? And if it won't, you better re-examine yourself, because you're the one that put you there. You can only claim victim for so long and so many times. Happy Independence Day. For those of you that are truly free, happy Independence Day. And those of you who are not, let our lives that are free, let our lives be an example of what you could live. Happy, joyous, and free. Amen. See you later.